Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Smith's Ravens going up against Bryant's Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh, yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football. They want the attention.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They're led by their veteran quarterback in his 9th year now out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
Started the first game of his rookie year and then didn't leave the lineup for a long time before suffering a knee injury and has rehabbed and made his way back. If you want a guy who can throw the long ball, you want Joe Flacco in your lineup.
They begin here with a run by West. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's West again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
Yeah, you have to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
An early tough test on the... Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There's obviously nothing shy about the guys dialing up offense here. They take a shot on 3rd down, and boy, did they get rewarded, even though there was good defense on the play.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A beautiful fake. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st down.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment, we're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco surveying the field. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. on 2nd and 10 now. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. He's got time in the pocket. Still back there. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. This one from 48 yards away. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone. But when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, the man out of Mississippi State. It's Dak Prescott.
The size, the build, his ability to run the football, the potential to be a starting quarterback in the NFL is there. They'll have to build on that and continue to see him progress.
They'll come out in the pistol. They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go! Brand 38! Hut! Brand 38! Hut!
Again, it's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So good for the Buckeyes last year, and he's taken that from the college game, showing some glimpses of it here in the NFL.
How about his last season with Ohio State? Over 1,800 yards, only one game where he didn't get over 100. Remember, he demanded the ball from then on out. I think they listened to him, and they were smart to do so.
And now they're giving it to him here on the next level. Here's Prescott. Going right side. He has Witten. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Now Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Come on, let's go.
Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
One thing about scouting and evaluation, Brandon, sometimes you got to go back and say you were just playing wrong, and that's what I do with Alfred Morris because I did watch him through the process. I watched him on tape at Florida Atlantic. I thought that he was going to have a tough time making it in the NFL, and I actually went back and checked some of my scouting buddies after his great rookie year in Washington. They all told me the same thing, so all of us eating a little bit of crow. He's played really well.
And now new on the scene here, a tandem with Ezekiel Elliott in the Big D. They run again with Morris. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
From the time he entered the NFL, Terrell Suggs has been a load to block for anyone. His ability to get upfield and make plays in the backfield, almost unparalleled.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Red zone opportunity.
Come on, let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run with Elliott. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Still 3rd down.
Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their dangerous wide receiver from 17 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play, the movement on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They start on the ground with West. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run again here with West. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now West. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
A break from the ground game here. Flacco underneath to Allen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits, and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, Flacco. And it's grabbed by Crockett Gilmore. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time, and it's 3rd and short.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, so look for them to try it again later.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. There comes the 11 on offense back onto the field for Dallas. And Ezekiel Elliott effusively praised his O-line after their Week 10 win. Said, bottom line, I'm running behind the best O-line in the league.
And he's right. And they invested in this offensive line. Travis Frederick, the center, was a Pro Bowl guy, a first-round pick. Tyron Smith, left tackle, first-round pick. Zach Martin, right guard, first-round pick. No accident, they're all Pro Bowlers and all Pro players. But at left guard, Ronald Leary is playing awfully well, filling in for Lyle Collins, who many thought would be a first-round pick, and Doug Free is steady Eddie at right tackle. This unit is terrific, and when we talk about MVPs, these guys won't win it, but we should mention them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out here in the eye. Now Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And down he'll go at the 25. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Third down now following the completed pass.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. One back is Morris. And he'll get it up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Morris. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. At the end of one, 7-3 the score. We're back to Arlington in just a moment.
NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Dan Bailey, 30 of 32 in field goal tries last year. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Moore now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Flacco here on second down. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Third and long for Joe Flacco. To Allen on the dump off. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They look to throw on first and 10 with Flacco. His pass caught at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second and goal. On second down, Flacco to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Their big tight end from 3 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go to Elliott again. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down following the run. A give to Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On third down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Another pistol look here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll look to throw again toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Only needed a yard, instead went backwards. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, 77 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go! Brand 38!
They start on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. All kinds of time. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a big roughing the passer penalty, Charles, and of course that's 15 yards.
And everyone knows how protected the quarterbacks are. You've got to make sure that when you launch at a quarterback that you're hitting him in the right spot and in the right time.
They come out here in the eye. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Here's Prescott. He dumps off to Morris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. That time it was a drag route, and they were in man defensively. So if the quarterback has good protection, that's hard for a defender to hang on to, isn't it?
It is, because you're constantly chasing. And also those schemers on offense, what they're really good at doing is pushing routes deep, make sure that they're covered and respected, and then finding a mismatch underneath. Get your guy in a drag route, hopefully against a linebacker, a slower safety, someone who can't stay with him, and just run him across the field into a nice completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This will be caught at the 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swain, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And, Charles, I got to tell the story of our production meeting the other day. The guys were discussing MVP candidates, and you jumped in and said, hey, we need a collective MVP, the Dallas Cowboys O-line.
And I'm just glad the table supported me when I jumped up on it because this Dallas offensive line fires me up. Travis Frederick at center, Ronald Leary at left guard, Zach Martin at right guard, Doug Free at right tackle, Tyron Smith at left tackle. They're as good as it is in the league. I think they're the best in the league, clearly. They should be in consideration for the MVP. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Cowboys have an edge in time of possession right now. The Ravens look like they'll be in this game for 4 quarters. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Cowboys line up at the 13. Offense out now following the INT. Joe Flacco finds his mark across the middle of the field. This play goes for a score. Ravens tied up at 10. They'll line up right at the 22-yard line. West is going to look for a gap, and he'll go in from 78 yards out. Ravens go up by 4. 3rd and goal. Prescott's on point with the throw, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Cowboys go up by 3. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to AT&T Stadium for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Then he finds Beasley complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Here's Elliott. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. This is Elliott. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Here's Prescott. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Prescott surveying the field. Going right side. He has Witten. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Returnable here for Hester. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, Charles, we had one of the best innings, if not the best, of the season in Week 10. Will Parks of the Broncos returning that block kick down the sideline. White cleat, white sideline. Did he step out? Hard to tell.
Before I even get to that answer, you know what it reminds me of? A hockey player told me a long time ago, you never wrap your stick with white tape, because then the goalie can find the puck a lot easier. Wrap it with black tape to try and hide it a little bit. We talk about a white shoe on a white sideline. Hard to tell whether he did or didn't. And since the call on the field was he didn't, it had to stand. So that made it really work out well. So if you're going to play, white cleats might be the way to go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run it with West. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They come out here in the eye. This is West. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Third down, Flacco from the gun. He's got time in the pocket. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half, but let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to float this one deep right. And this is caught. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out out here in the I. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. 190.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. This will be caught at about the 6. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Moore now on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield and put the ball through the post for a field goal.
First down, Flacco. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Flacco here on 2nd down. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Fresh set of downs here. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. You know, I did want to ask you about the game you called this past weekend, Week 10. You had 15 punts in that contest between the Jets and Rams.
Lachlan Edwards for the Jets. The star of the day was Johnny Hekker for the Rams, averaged over 50 yards a punt, including a 78-yarder. And when you uncork a 78-yard punt, you should dance like their fellow punter, Marquette King of the Oakland Raiders. He dances like no one is watching.
Well, you made it sound like it was a great game. There's only 1 touchdown, 3 field goals.
Yeah, but 78 yards, got to give it up for that. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Terrell McClain. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Cowboys.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. One man in the backfield, Elliott.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
And they'll give it to him here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Come on, let's go. 1-9.
Here's Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Justin Durant in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Second down, Flacco now. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Underneath to Allen. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And here's the Ravens defense as they head back out there now. They forced the punt the last time, got off the field. I'm sure some of your D coordinators through the years, you liked when you heard those words, get off the field.
Oh, there's no doubt.
Or maybe you didn't like it when you heard those words.
It depended on when they were yelling them. But in this situation, absolutely perfect. Get off the field, force a punt, let the offense take over and do their thing, and it resulted in a field goal.
Now we'll see if they can do that again. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 57 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. A dump off to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll set up a throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often. But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Now Hester will get a shot. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's got time, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. Setting up the screen for West. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
On 1st down, Flacco. Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
First and 10 here for Flacco. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Buck Allen, his running back that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
Rashad Perryman is just gifted athletically, and I know we got a scare back in, what was it, June? We thought maybe a second knee injury, might miss a second year, but he came back, and he came back strong.
You played with his dad, didn't you?
Yeah, I played against his dad in college, and he turned out to be a heck of an NFL player. But Rashad, he's got a chance to really be special.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. And I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now Prescott finding time. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Seven yards to go on second down. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Here's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
The previous play is under review. After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Surveying the field. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Fake to Allen. Here's Flacco. He's got time in the pocket. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 49 yards out. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Terrell Suggs, a good sight there, back from another Achilles injury last season. He's able to get in and make the play. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Come on, let's go. White,
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side, he has Winton. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Hester. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Smith catches left side. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Baltimore 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
First and 10 here for Flacco. He's got time. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. And Aiken with it over the middle. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Here's West. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play. 1
score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Allen. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
This is a question of who wants it more. Easy to get stuck behind all the big bodies, but you've got to find a space and fight forward for the 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Still 1st down.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Catch left side here by Aiken. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
False start, offense. Still third down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 34. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here now we look at Jason Witten. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
Now they have been able to shut him down, at least as of late. They go play action here on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the counter, Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Another carry for the rookie, Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One man in the backfield, Elliott. He's going to get the football. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Second down, 8.
Let's go. What?
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Let's go. Ohio.
Now the 5th-year man, this is Lance Dunbar. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Returnable here for Hester. Oh, what a move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll look to throw. He hits West underneath. Oh, what a juke into space. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cedric Thornton in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Out to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. They'll come up with split backs in the backfield. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
False start, offense. Still first down.
Here we go on 1st and 15. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Pressure mounting. Flacco surveying the field. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
And after the penalty, the offense backed up here on 3rd down. Flacco to throw. And that's incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And tough starting field position here. backfield. Elliott. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.